In this video, we are going to talk about the three main topics. The first one is one word that the FBI keeps repeating about Charlie Kirk's assassin. The second one is perhaps the most controversial part of all the investigation that the FBI has been, doing around the shooting of Charlie Kirk. And the third one is kind of an answer to the question, who really orchestrated the assassination of Charlie Kirk? So I want to start with the first topic. And it's one word that upon watching so many videos, reading so many tweets and posts and following this very close. By the way, I'm thankful for all the emails that you have sent me. I've tried to read them all. I read every single message. I read every single piece of information that you send me. And it has been hard on one hand, but at the same time has allowed me to, let's say, spot some patterns, especially with this one word that ring a bit weird at the beginning of the investigation when we knew who was the alleged perpetrator. But I saw that it was being repeated over and over and again. And the word is cooperation or cooperating. Remember, you have heard that a lot, right? In which circumstances, in which context have you heard the word cooperation or cooperating? Yes, they keep saying over and over again that Tyler Robinson, the alleged shooter of Charlie Kirk, his boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, has been very cooperative. He has been cooperating. They say that word over and over again. Like every time they're going to mention Lance Twiggs, they mention that word. Every time they mention Tyler Robinson's boyfriend, he mentioned he's been very cooperative. And at some point, at the beginning, I said, okay, that's great, I guess. But then I noticed that in every report and in every press conference as well, they were using that word, like more than usual. It's like trying to really hammer the idea that this transgender, male to female, whatever, who was Robinson's partner and was living with him. And we know that those text messages were definitely Robinson trying to clear him out of every wrongdoing. Yeah, it's like not only these text messages, but also the narrative that he's been really cooperative. They're trying to get him like out of people's suspicions. Like, oh, he's not suspicious. He has been cooperating a lot. That is going to connect into the second topic of this video, which is hands down the most baffling controversy and the one that has generated the most reaction videos than any other part of this tragedy. And it's hands down, where is the bullet? Where is the round that killed Charlie Kirk? And why do I say that this is the biggest controversy? Because if you look out there, if you search on YouTube, if you search on X, you notice that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of videos, theories, schematics, everything, of people trying to figure out if, what was the angle from which Charlie Kirk was shot. If he was really shot with a 30-06, which would have been quite devastating in itself, if he was actually shot with a rifle from the rooftop. I already made all the videos in that regard. You know what is my position or my opinion or my expertise on the topic. But still, everybody has the right to ask questions, and there are a lot of questions out there. And the most important thing, I want you to think about this in this way. All the noise that is, circling around the bullet. We already have, quote unquote, the perpetrator, Tyler Robinson, allegedly. We have the gun. We don't have the motives according to them. They are still investigating the any accomplices of Tyler Robinson. But in theory, we already know how the assassination was carried out, except for one thing: the bullet trajectory and where was the bullet located, because I guess that the FBI picked it up, right? And that is very important because of the noise. That's what I'm telling you. So many people making all sorts of YouTube videos, so many people talking about that on X. I would say that 60% of the conversation is trying to figure out where did the shot actually came from. I can understand all the doubts. I can understand that maybe you don't agree with my conclusions. That is okay. As I've said in every single video, we are trying to get closer to the topic from our own angles. Don't you think that they could just release the forensic ballistic report, the FBI release their report on what happened with that bullet and just get rid of all the noise? Because it's obvious that people want answers about this. It's literally the most controversial part of the investigation of this tragedy. But it's like they like the noise. It's like the noise that we are making, because I am making noise about this as well. I want answers. It's like the noise that we are making is helping cover up for something else. It's like we are making this huge smoke screen that is helping any other agency, maybe the FBI or any other agency, or maybe, who knows, an intelligence agency from another country. It's only an idea. With stuff, it's maybe things at the Senate are happening without us really finding out what is going on, just because we are so, well, literally obsessed with this. And this could be stopped with just a report, but they want to come forward with that. What is the problem with a ballistics report at this point? That wouldn't change the fact that, yeah, there are people out there and those trans terrorist cells that they want to capture. Of course, I guess they want to capture them, unless, yeah, they like the noise and the controversy and the confusion, and we are being played by this. It's just an opinion. And the third topic that I wanted to share with you, is who ultimately are the ones, because you cannot tell me that it was just one guy, Tyler Robinson. Okay, the guy could have been a genius kid at school and all what that you want, but he couldn't have acted alone. It is obvious that he had some kind of help. It is simply not possible or credible that he acted alone. And yeah, there are all sorts of crazy theories as if it was Israel. Oh, there was a trans terrorist cell. Let's say for a moment that everything clicks at the same time. Let's say that it's not Israel. It's the country X, or I don't know, some kind of intelligence organization that sets up this not exactly patsy. It's like maybe Tyler Robinson is not exactly a patsy. Maybe he's a useful idiot. Maybe he's some kind of Manchurian candidate. Maybe he's just part of a elaborate honeypot operation in which it's not women that are used to honeypot people like Tyler Robinson, but trans men or women or whatever these freaks are called. Maybe an organization can help foster these cells and be able to spot candidates like Tyler Robinson and be able to nurture them into doing this sort of things out of love, because that is the narrative that they're pushing. And that's one video that I'm going to do right after I finish this one. Oh, he did it out of love of his boyfriend. You remember his boyfriend who is cooperating, remember. We don't know where the bullet is or how it killed Charlie, in which way, concrete way, and we don't know who's really behind this. And yes, I'm guessing that so many of you are going to say that all this will be revealed in due time, but we are still waiting for that forensic ballistics report, which at this point wouldn't hurt anything that seems to be the investigation of an FBI who is obvious that has issues, because Kash Patel has said that himself. So from all the things that we have spoken about this topic, all the things that we have covered with this case, I think that I find suspicious that they are pushing for us to absolutely forget about the boyfriend. Forget about, they are investigating, and Kash Patel has said at the being grilled at the Senate, there are more than 20 people, way more than 20 people, so we assume that it's 100 people, but we don't know where those people are. And we might never know at the same time. I really hope that we do know. I hope that Kash Patel is not going to let us down that way. But it's suspicious that he insists on saying he was cooperating. And those texts that absolve him, that make him look like he didn't know anything about this, we know better now. They are concealing what happened with the bullet from us. At this point, 9 days after Charlie Kirk was shot, I don't know what the FBI can come up with. You know how it is. It's like the Epstein files. Maybe they were trying to cover up. Maybe they were trying to make some noise so people stopped talking about the Epstein files. Who knows? I can't possibly know. And who is behind this? Because somebody must have just ideated, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to go, could have been the FBI, remember, Operation Arctic Frost, that I spoke about that at a video. Could have been an intelligence agency from another country. It would have been, who knows? There's so many ways. So many ways this big fish can create these online chat rooms with maybe people that don't even exist, with a digital avatar and totally anonymous, that foster these relationships with people like, with this troubled man like Tyler Robinson, and nurture them into this extreme leftist ideologies. And ultimately, they ask, can't you do this out of love? Because you know how emotions are. They can really make or break people. That is the kind of questions that I'm asking. And yeah, those are legitimate questions to ask. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I might do a live stream on this topic later. I still don't know. But just in case, remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified if I do a live stream here, so we can have a conversation in real time. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Battle Language Guy. Much love and bliss.